Hello everybody. Today we're going to see how I draw Synapse. Okay, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself. And then I'll switch over to Sharpie, so don't worry about it if you can't see this. This is all for me. And then I'll switch over and then it'll be for you. Or us. We'll share. Okay. Just trying to think of a good pose. Mostly just to try to, show off everything she has, because this is a cool character. And also to make sure that I don't fall off the page. That's happened before. And I've had to redraw the whole thing. Okay, I've also lost audio before, so I've had to redraw it before for technical reasons, It was, it happens, what are you going to do? At that point, all you can do is accept it, be upset, and then move on. Because you staying mad, it doesn't solve anything. It just holds you back, But always, let yourself be upset, own that. But don't let it control you, Okay, so here I'm going to try to do something different with a hand. I'm trying to do what's the pose I'm looking for? Kind of a cool handout. Let's see. Something a little different, That's not quite there, so I'm going to redo the whole thing. And that's what sketching is. Just drawing over and over again until you get the pose right, Because you're never going to get it. Well, no, I was about to say you're never going to get it right the first time, but it happens, You just got to be happy with where it's taking you. Or comfortable with where it's taking you, I guess is the best word. Because sometimes you just gotta say, okay, that's where we're going. We're gonna do this. You're driving. Okay, this is kind of let's see. It's not exactly what I was looking for. So again, gonna sketch one more time. I'm getting the idea of where I want to go. So now I just gotta get us there, right? Let's see. I'm trying to do like a something like that, Here, let me look at my hand while I'm doing it. That's what I need to do. Watch this. I'm going to get it right on the first try and drop my pencil. Sorry, I forgot my face right in there. I had to reach down and get my pencil. Okay, so here we go. I'm looking at my hand while I'm doing this. So I'm going to do something like this. This finger is up like that. This one, that's where the trick is. It's kind of got to go out like that. This is in, that's out. There's the meat. And this is going across to here. These are going down together. Something like that. And still not quite there, but I'm just going to sketch on this real fast and get us there, okay? Because I want to give you something different, a little fun. There we go. There's the knuckle. And that was the other part is I'm trying to find where the fingers go by sketching them right, because that was the other part is I'm not really putting the sketch in right. You know what? Let's not worry about this. I'm spending too much time trying to figure that out. Let's just do kind of a fun, just out, There we go. Just something like that. And that'll give me what I was trying to go for. Just a fingers out, Okay. There, that's what I was going for. But it took me a while to get there. Kind of crazy, kind of kooky. It's a bit big, but you know, this is a perfect example of it doesn't always work out. It's too big. It's too big. All right. But you know what? Don't give up. This is me not giving up. You know? This is me just kind of accepting that it doesn't always come together the first time. So you just got to keep drawing and keep drawing and keep drawing. This is the best way to show you it doesn't always work out, and you got to just keep at it. There. Perfect. Good size hand, just out, you know? Just having a day out of the glove. Just kidding. Okay, so now that was good. Let's do another one down here. And let's do this one as, let's see, how about just down, maybe up at you like that, just a little bit. Yeah, I like that. And then we'll just do it kind of down. Okay. Now I did draw way too much lines there, so I'm going to erase some of them. But she has a poofy sleeve, so it's kind of pointed at you, so it's going to be kind of poofy and up like that. Okay? Something like that. Okay, I say that's good because I need to get going, right? We got a lot we got to put in here, so let's finish this up. Thank you for bearing with me, but that's basically what you got to do. Just draw over and over again until you get it right, and practice, practice, practice. And see how it didn't come out right? That's okay. That was fine. It's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to keep going. I didn't want to. I could have just sat there and just got it right, you know, kept working, but I know we only have so much amount of time here in the video, and I don't want to, you know, bore you with me just trying to draw it over and over again because I wasn't getting it right. That's practice for another day, not for you having to watch me practice, you know? Okay. I think I like the hood. I like where I'm going with that. So now I just got to draw in the eyes and the rest of the face. And I think on this one I'm not going to draw the glasses because they are clear, you know? And I think it's going to look better with color is basically what I'm trying to say. Okay, I think we're good. I think I'm going to switch over to Sharpie now, and we can get going. Sorry that took so long. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use a big Sharpie. Sorry, I saw a mistake I wanted to take care of. Big Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen for the finer fine points. And start off with the Sharpie pen just to get these finer detail, the finer, I can't control it as much as that. So let's draw the eyes. We're going to draw the top of the eyes like that, just to make sure we've got them level in the same place. So now I can draw some pupils, a little bit big. I'm going to draw the center like that. Okay, so now that I'm happy with those, one's a little higher, but I think I'm going to make it work. I'm going to do what I can do here. Now I'm going to draw like some makeup, like the cat eye type thing, you know? So now I can try to control that here. See if I can balance this out. Yeah, I think I can make that work. Just a little bit in like that, but I'm not going to draw underneath because it's going to disappear. There's too much detail in here to try to do something like that. Or there's too fine a detail, basically is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to draw, I started to draw her eyebrow here, but her hair is going to be cutting into it, so I don't want to draw the entire thing there. So then there's the glasses over the bridge of the nose like that. So we'll just go ahead and give her a little bit of a bridge, just a tiny little bit, and then I can draw the rest of her nose. So I can draw some nostrils here like that. There you go, so there's the front of the nose. And then I can draw her mouth. Just like that, just give her a tiny little grin. And do the top of the lip, the bottom of the lip, like that. And again, I'm not going to draw that the glasses right there because, again, I'm going to do that with color. But I'm going to do the top of the glasses. So it's going to go across like that. Okay, I'm going to thicken it up just a little bit. And I'm going to stop right about there because that's where they're going to bow out. Well, I'll go a little bit further. I'm going to go down like that for their glasses. Okay, so now I'm going to draw her hair. Oh, let's draw her face. I'm sorry. Okay, there's her chin. So I'm going to come up to her cheeks like this. There's the side of her head. Kind of like that. I'm going to thicken it up just a hair. And now I'm going to draw the other side here. So I'm going to come over here with her jaw just like I did there. The edge of her jaw, I guess. And I'm going to come up, but I'm going to stop because her hair is going to be taking care of the rest of it. You know, I'm going to not worry too much about all that. Okay, so that means now we get to draw the hair. So I'm going to draw top of her head like this. Ugh, these Sharpie. Sometimes they stop working on me. I don't know why. Okay, got it going again off camera. Okay, so now I'm going to draw her hair. She's got one wisp up like this. That's a tiny one. Like that. Kind of going into her hair like that. And I got big tendrils is what I'm going to call them. Like this. And again, I'm still going to do this with the finer Sharpie just to control it easier. And something like that. A little whippy hair, something like that. Okay, and that's the topmost part. So then I'm going to do that one I was talking about that's kind of going into her brow, something like that. Or covering up the brow, basically is what I'm trying to say. Okay, and another big chunk floating out like that, coming back in here, disappearing. There we go. Something like that. Just a little bit of a line. And let's see, then we're going to do the top part over back here like this. And it's going to come down and draw a little something like that. Does that make sense? All right. Ooh, this Sharpie. This Sharpie's not so Sharpie. Okay, so there's that part of the hair. And then again, before I switch over completely to the big Sharpie, I'm going to draw the braid in her hair over here. Kind of something like this. Okay. Alright, and it's all held together right there. Oh, come on Sharpie, just hold on a little bit longer. And then we're going to do the knot at the end. And again, thicken it up just a little bit, just because if you're using a pencil you don't have to do this, but I'm doing it because I'm about to switch over to a big fat Sharpie and it's going to stand out a lot. Okay, so yeah, so now I'm going to switch over. I'm going to use the big fat Sharpie and I'm going to draw her hood. And you know what, again, I forget this every time. I want to draw her little strings for her hood. And I just want to do it before I get to the Sharpie, before they disappear, you know? So they're kind of floating for now, but I know where they're going to be because of my sketch. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that sketch. Let's show you what I'm talking about. So basically it's going to come down here, wrap around, go in like that, and I want it to go under that one. So it's coming back over here, and it's going to go up. So now I'm going to go up over the hair like that. And I'm kind of falling into those points, and unfortunately they're kind of disappearing. Kind of stinks, but hey, that's the way the drawing goes, you know. And so now I'm going to come back down here like this, going to bow it out just a little bit, and it's going to come in, and then this part's going to come under like that, and we'll just do a couple more lines of here. Let's extend that out just to accent the whips. A couple more lines of creases. Something like that, just to show the what do you call it? The folds, you know. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to draw her jacket. And let's see, I'm going to go ahead and start from the bottom of the jacket. I know it's going to be down here. So I'm going to bring it up here like this for the big old collar. That's out like that. Let's do the other one too since we're doing that. This one's wrapping around a little bit more like that, so we can kind of come down. And this is where it folds back behind her shirt like that. Same thing, kind of comes down and connects right there. And the edges are just going to come through like that. Same thing here. It's just going to come through and tuck in. Okay, so now let's draw the underside of her jacket. It's going to come back here like this. We'll go ahead and do both sides just to be cohesive and concise. And that's the little edging of her jacket, so I just wanted to accent that. So I'm going to draw little folds. There's not too many in her jacket, but I like putting them in. So I'm going to draw her forearm down like this, and it looks kind of bulbous because her shirt kind of sticks out a little bit. It flares out towards the sleeves. Okay, so something like that. And again, I'm just doing stuff like this just because I can. There's not a lot of folds and creases in her jacket, but I like doing this stuff. It just makes it stand out, you know? Okay. Okay, so let's draw our hand since we're here. So this one, let's see, it's going to come around like this. That's where the collar is, or the cuff. So I'm going to draw the back of her hand to here, her thumb over here like this, like that. I'm going to draw her finger like that. And again, it's harder with the Sharpie because it's so thick. But basically something like this. See, nothing too complicated because it kind of disappears with the thickness of this. That's why I like using the small Sharpie there. This is way too thick for this kind of precise work. But hey, we're having fun. This is what we're doing, right? I want you to be able to work with a Sharpie because everybody has them around the house. You don't have to go buy expensive supplies to do this, okay? So let's do this other side here. Let's draw the front of her jacket like that. And I'm going to draw down to the crook of her arm. And I'm going to come out here. It's going to flare out a little bit to the collar. The collar. I always say the collar. The cuff. So flare it out a little bit more to the elbow. Bring it in. And come up like this. And again, add folds just to make it look alive, you know? Okay, so now we're just going to stick her hand out. That's all we're doing here. No big deal. We'll do her thumb like this. Her finger in like this. Other finger in like that. Ring finger like this. And finally the pinky is kind of bent like that. Okay? So see, just sticking out. No big deal. All that drawing, all that worrying for nothing. I'll draw the edges of her gloves here. Then I'm going to go ahead and kind of draw some lines from where the gloves bend. Just something like that, you know? Okay, so now let's draw her, the rest of her. So I'm going to draw her neat little, like, coat thing that's hanging down. And there's two buckles on the side here I want to draw real fast. Just because they're cool, I like them, you know? And then I can extend it down to there. And so here, I'm going to do the same thing over here, extend it to there. And we're just going to draw it down from the way it's hanging down. Okay, so we're going to draw like this. Draw the other side like this. Connect them. That might be a little thin. And, oh, you know what? It's kind of at an angle. Let's do it a little bit more like that. And I'll take care of that with coloring, so don't worry about that. But yeah, just try to angle it like that. That's a little more fun. And now for her legs, she pretty much just has leggings. So besides this little pouch that we're drawing right here, there's just basically drawing anatomy. That's really about it. Draw the side of the pouch just like that. Just to make it come alive, you know? And it goes into over her leg, but since you can't see that stuff, oh, there's one underneath. That's kind of weird. Well, let's just go ahead and draw the hip like that. And I'm going to draw this hip down to her knee. So her knees like that. Side of her leg down to her ankle. Cut it off like this because that's where the shoe's going to go. The other side of the knee to the other side of her leg up like this. And again, there's that strap that was kind of underneath that one, so not much to that. So same thing here, we're just going to draw anatomy down to her knee and come down like this. And then you can't see the back of her leg, so you just basically have to draw the back underneath there to this. Okay? And now we're going to draw her shoe. And this one's pointing at you, this one's at an angle. So let me show you at an angle so you can understand where we're going with this. So we're going to draw the top of her shoe out like that. And it's going to come in just a hair. So same thing. We're going to draw it out, come in just a hair. Draw the top of her foot down to her toe. So this one's going to come down to her toe like that. I'm going to draw the back of her heel, go across, go down, and connect them like that. So you can't really see it there, so all you can really do is go across like that. And there's a lot of cool detail in there, but I want to do that with color, so I'm not going to worry about that. So I say, yeah, let's do the rest of it with color. And so that is Synapse. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used. Or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.